Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Harry Muppet. Welcome back to another Daily Masters cast from good old DreamHack Valencia. No, wait, what am I talking about? It's DreamHack Winter. One of the DreamHacks, anyway, is an awesome tournament and going to be introducing the players. So we've got our Protoss player up the top left side of the map. His name is going to be Patience. Not somebody that we've really cast much before, but he's a fairly awesome player. I actually can't tell how awesome the players are anymore, because they've reset the WCS ranking, so everybody's down to 0. Well, there's a couple of people that get like 100 points or 50 points from the Season 1 Challenger Leagues, but yeah, those I can't mostly tell, so we're a bit in the dark as far as new players who I've never seen before. So yeah, this is going to be Patience though. It's from South Korea, plays for the Alien Invasion team. And yeah, we will see how he goes. I mean, let's have a look back in 2013. Oh, actually that's for the DreamHack Winter. That's the result for DreamHack Winter. So I don't want to reveal that. But he's definitely getting in there last year, doing some good stuff. And yeah, over here, we do have, of course, it is going to be Polt, who is very, very highly ranked in the WCS last year. And he's equal #1 this year with a grand total of 100 points from his Challenger League. Or Premier League. I think he was in the Premier League. So yeah, it's 100 points. But man, he's an awesome player. He was like #5 last year, like 50 billion points or something like that. So anyway, he's from South Korea. He plays for the, I don't know what team he plays for actually, but he's got a couple of sponsors, CM Storm, NOS Energy Drink. I'm not sure what NOS stands for. And to be completely honest, I don't think I'm going to go and find out. I think we're just going to leave it there. And if you really want to know, then I don't know, man. I mean, does it really matter that much? Really? I mean, yeah, I don't know. I just don't understand some people who feel like they need to know that stuff. Like, is it really going to make your life that much better? Is it, I mean, curiosity is not necessarily a good thing, because you just end up with a head full of jumbled facts that don't really mean anything, and it's just bad. It's just really, really bad. But anyway, this SCV, man, is going for a bit of a walk. These guys don't really walk, do they? Let's have a look here. Do these guys have wheels or something? I feel like they have wheels. No, he's actually floating. He's actually floating. I never realized that. So he's got a jetpack on his back, and he's got little hover things under his feet. So he floats, and he's got jetpacks on his back. How the hell do these guys not have a decent weapon, man? I mean, think about it. They're like, they've got they got jetpacks, man. They can fly. They can fly. They got jetpacks. It's like a Reaper on speed, except with no weapons. That really seems to be a bit of a jib, man. And fair enough, the probes are floating as well. But they don't have jetpacks. They just got that weird blue thing on their back, which is it's probably just like an exhaust vent or something like that. So whenever they have a bit too many minerals, or whenever the gas starts getting to them, the exhaust vent just that's what that blue stuff is. You think that's just like a contrail from them moving? It's not a contrail, man. That's them letting the exhaust out. Right there. Every time you see a probe move, it's letting the exhaust out. See, this guy, he hasn't even built anything for like 5 minutes, or, mined anything for 5 minutes. He's still letting out exhaust. These guys, I tell you what, man, the Protoss do not care about the environment at all. They're just polluting left, right, and center. Look at that crap coming out, man. That is just absolutely awful. Really, really. Look at this, man. Look at this thing. That's an incredible amount of pollution coming out. Look at that. That's not some shiny laser thing. That's pollution coming out of the Nexus, just dumping it into the air. And this is why nobody likes the Protoss, man, because they just pollute everywhere. At least the Terrans don't do that. I mean, alright, fine, there's a lot of fire coming out, but that's just fire. That's just burning up oxygen. That's not actually pollution. Man, oh man, oh man. Well, that guy's gonna go down. No kills. We've got a lot of scouting though. Look at that extra palm being put down. It's obviously to just block the Reaper from coming in there. Had to go around the long way. Ended up getting killed. Bit unfortunate. We do have a first Oracle coming out. We do have a factory coming out as well. We do have. Oh, I don't have an income. Oh, I do have an income tab. 35 over 28, but it's down here anyway. So yes, Patience is in the lead due to his chrono boosting and Nexus timing. I'm not sure who came out first, but it's probably about the same. And I'm sorry, I should have been paying attention, but this damn pollution everywhere is just pisses me off so much. It really, really does. So here we go. We've got a lot of stuff going on. We've got a starport coming on. We've got a robo facility coming on. Maybe looking at some Colossus tech, or maybe just going for an observer for the hell of it, or some immortals. I don't know. Probably Colossus tech though would be a good idea. Here we go. The Oracle coming in, and suddenly Polt's Marines are in the wrong position. Oh, very, very nice. Oh no, he's got a bunch of Marines already back here. So he had the Marine situation taken care of for the Oracle, but picking off SCVs that are killing buildings like there's no tomorrow. So NGV is down. Maybe a missile turret or two would not be a bad idea. But then again, I mean, Oracles are not really that much of a pressure play mid to late game. Although, I mean, they're sort of like DTs. I mean, you could just run them in at any point in the game and just start wiping stuff out, which is why missile turrets are good. It's not so much good for now, because now he's got Marines, but later on, mid to late game, when your main army is in the middle of the thing, middle of the map, fighting a huge battle, you don't want to be peeling guys off, chase around Oracles. You want to have a missile turret ready to take care of that. So yes, he is getting a missile turret, maybe getting another couple for his other bases as well. And yeah, there we go, factory gun for a scout. So it's definitely going to be mass triple M for our friend Polt right here. And Patience, on the other hand, is indeed going for Colossus tech right now. He's also going for Blink, which is an interesting choice, but I do not know. I do not know what Blink is really going to buy him anytime soon. Yeah, because I mean, blinking away from Marine Marauder forces, kind of okay. But if you're getting to the point where you have to blink, oh, the Oracle, man. He got the vision off on those, but the Oracle's still running away, and the Oracle lost quite a bit of health and shields. So a missile turret should be able to take it out relatively easy. Do we have another missile turret here? We do, right down the bottom though, so this bit is a bit exposed. What do we got here? Just a pylon that seems to be trying to hide from the game commentator. Never a good idea to be hiding from the game commentator. And Marine coming on in. You're checking for third bases, we're checking for fourth bases. Not going to see a fourth, but he is going to see a couple of stalkers which chase him away from the third. So he can make a guess that there's something over there, and he's going to go for it, but Patience with a single Colossus and a bunch of stalkers, I feel like he's got enough to be able to hold this off. No real worries. Not going for a lot of Zealot tech, he's going for the stalkers. He's nearly got the blink, so if his micro is up to scratch, he can blink those stalkers away from damage and make them last a lot longer, but that does put a lot more toll on his micro than just a straight up Zealot stalker combination would. Because of course Zealots with speed is no micro necessary, you just have to run them in and they're 100% effective, whereas stalkers with blink, you need a bit more micro. And we'll see if it pays off, because potentially it can pay off if you do that. Of course, the other major downside to using stalkers is that if you use blink micro to keep them alive, you are blinking back, and that means you're exposing the Colossus, and that is never a good thing. You want as much distance between you and the Colossus, between the enemy and the Colossus as possible, and that is why Zealots are a good thing, because Zealots actually charge, so they rush out, they automatically spread out the distance that your Colossus has to work with. And we're not even talking about Vikings here, because Vikings, they're not really. Oh, look at that nice feint, and then we're going in here, but the Nexus is overcharged straight away, so Patience perhaps expecting that move and does take care of it, but these forces are going to run out, but the dropship's actually being hit quite hard there. So Patience knows what he needs to go for, goes for the medevacs, not for the Marines and Marauders, which is an excellent move. But luckily Polt still had this little bridge on here to get out of, because if he didn't have that bridge, if this was cut off, half of his forces would have died because one of his medevacs went down and he wouldn't be able to lift all of them. Look at this damn factory, man, just sitting there like the lord of all creation right there, just thinks so highly of himself, and the Protoss is just like, you know what, I can't actually be bothered killing this thing. But yeah, anyway, we do have an observer over there. We got a pylon with nothing really going on. Got a factory. The factory is finally getting taken down, which is good. Forces coming down. They could perhaps move up this ramp. He could do a two-pronged attack onto the second and the third because of that wide ramp. The Vikings taking a couple of pot shots, but not really doing any major damage. And now a lot of Zealots are coming out. Now the Zealot legs are coming out, and that's good. Usually, with Protoss players, it happens the other way. You usually get the Zealot legs first, and then when Vikings start to become a threat, you start getting a lot of blink stalkers to deal with them. But Patience has gone the opposite direction. He's got the Blink Stalkers first and then gone for the Zealots with legs. And it's all going to come down to the same thing in the end, so he's going to be fine. I don't know why he needed a Marauder there as well. Just one Marine would have been enough to actually see that, but man, let's talk about this game for a sec, because what Polt is doing right now is actually quite smart. He's taking control of the map. He's putting the pressure on Patience. He's making sure that nothing really happens, although Patience is definitely trying to break out here. I was about to say Polt can do whatever he wants. He can get a 4th base, he can get as much macro as he wants, but that is all going to end very, very soon when these Zealots come in to this base and start killing workers. Suddenly Polt, I don't know why he was moving back. He obviously sensed that something was wrong, and got to come just in time to save most of his workers there. A few did die though. If we have a look at units lost. We don't have units lost. This is a game heart thing, and we don't have the units lost. That sucks. But if we have a look at the income, yeah, it's alright. I mean, Patience is a little bit ahead. I feel like it was more evened up, but then again, Polt did lose like 5-6 workers there, so maybe Polt was a little bit ahead. But whatever. Does he have a macro, I won't say a macro command center, but he does have an additional command center? No, apparently not. He does have a nuclear silo though, Ghost Academy, obviously thinking about countering the High Templars, which are actually coming out now. So both players have read the PvT rulebook, they know what the play is, and they're following it quite well. So it's going to come down to a bit of a basis of macro, who's doing more. And so far, Patience has the worker advantage, but when you count mules, it sort of evens up. I mean, the bonus that Terrans get is the mules. The bonus that the Protoss get is the chrono boost. So you'd expect them to have more workers. Oh, the storm's coming down. That was huge, man. Took him down to 54. Lost 8 more workers there, I feel like. That was a crazy attack. And right now, Polt is getting into a position where he's slowly going to start getting whittled down. Dude, what prism? Oh no, he's got so many Vikings it doesn't even matter, so here we go. Patience has sort of stopped on the Colossus tech. He's got just going for High Templars at the moment. And we'll see how that works, because yeah, there are a ton of Vikings on the map, so definitely. But let's have a look here. There's a massive amount of Triple M going down there, which means there's not actually that much on here. He does not have that much Triple M to defend his main base. He really doesn't. These guys are getting a bit out of position, but hopefully this will pull Patience back. Actually had to cancel that. Oh, this is going to be good. And yes, Patience is getting pulled back. He is going to be defending his main base from this attack. And yeah, denying that 4th base, very, very nice from Polt. He denied it before it even really got up. But then again, that is the 4th base. And Patience was actually attacking Polt's 3rd base. So yeah, I don't know. I do not know who's winning at the moment. I mean, definitely Polt has got a lot of workers lost. But he's pulling back nice and fast. He gets those workers up again. And, I mean, they're pretty much both maxed. Patience is maxed. Polt is almost maxed. But Patience does have the additional stuff going. Oh, these Blink Stalkers, man. So good. Not choosing not to go for the last dropship, though. They were hammering it all the way home, but they decided not to encroach on this side of the map. And here we go. We got a ton of Zealots over there. We got Zealots coming in here, which are probably going to be attacking this base. We got the main army in the center. So Patience has a great opportunity to go for a whole bunch of triple-pronged attacks here. Although, it looks like the flank is going to get flanked over here. So, Zealots, horrible at running away from mortars, but at least Polt is going to know they're coming right there. But where is his army? His main army is over here, taking out the Stalkers, doing a great job. And here come the Colossus, and he needs the Vikings. Meanwhile, a beautiful pincer with the Zealots going to be taking out a lot of workers there. And suddenly the Storm's going down, the Vikings taking a lot of damage, the Stalkers blinking in to do additional damage to the Vikings, and Polt is starting to run out of ground forces right here. He's got massive amounts of air. His ground forces just out of position. They're going to be flanking the Colossus though, which is fantastic, but will it be enough? I just don't know. The Colossus go down, but the Immortals getting in there, and Polt is starting to take a lot of losses. The Zealots and the Immortals just doing so much damage, and the Stalkers just doing a great job, and Polt suffering quite a defeat there. He's actually 96 supply behind. 30 of that is workers, but oh man, about 60 of that has got to be army, and he did not come out of that very, very well, man. His forces were all over the place and doing all sorts of stuff, but when it came to the point, he just did not have everything in the right circumstance. He did not have it in the right position. And Polt, I mean, Patience really made a good use of that. And look at the storms chasing these guys. They're just all over the place trying to get this force down. They're going to manage to survive, which is going to give Polt a little bit of time to regroup, but I don't know, man. I mean, most of his medevacs have gone down. He's building 2 more. He's got 3 on the map. God knows where they are. Probably down here. But I don't think he's got enough to hold this attack off. I mean, even without Colossus. We got Archons. We got Storms. We got Immortals. We got a ton of... Well, not a ton of Zealots. Actually, there are a lot down there. So, yeah, Patience has the numbers right here. I mean, Polt, for all he's trying to do good stuff here with his 3-2 weapons and armor against the 2-2, he just doesn't have enough. He just doesn't, and we are going to be seeing some heavy damage right here. And there we go, Stalker's blinking up there. Polt is on the very edge of defeat. All he can do now is GG, I feel like. He's got nothing else left. So, there we go. We're going to be moving in. Look at all these Archons, man. I mean, how can you fight that many Archons? Just impossible. And the Immortals shredding these Marauders so fast, it's not even funny. So there we go. Patience is victorious. What a great play by him, and especially beating somebody as highly ranked as Polt is. Absolutely fantastic. So, yes, it was a very awesome job by Patience, and thank you very much for watching, guys. It's, yeah, it's an awesome job. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Stay tuned tomorrow. We'll be doing another Daily Masters. I'll catch you guys then. This has been Hairy Muppet.